What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So it's been a while, and that's because I've been trying out this new strategy called liquidity, supply and demand. It is still supply and demand, it's just an extra confluence. You could say it's just adding liquidity in front of the zone, and it's been a crazy week so far. I've only had one loss with this strategy for this entire week, right? Not only time you're gonna win a trade, right? So obviously I know no strategy is 100% accurate. You're not always going to win 100% on that strategy, right? So I know I'm gonna lose here and there, but this strategy is gonna help me cut down the losses that I make, right? So this video is just all about a week recap, me showing you guys the type of trades that I did. And if you're wondering how I learned this strategy, is from a guy called RD Concepts. I would put his YouTube channel link in the description below, so you guys could also check that out if you want to properly understand his strategy, right? So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So here on Monday, we actually have a gold trade. Usually RD doesn't trade gold. He doesn't. He mostly trades GJ and Chef JPY, right? But I just saw the setup on gold and I decided to take it, right? Obviously this is if you go over to the 1 hour, just now, hold up, this no. Okay, so obviously I did my I'm on the wrong chart. On Monday, right here, right? Obviously I did my analysis before I actually place a trade. You guys can see here we are actually in a uptrend. So I just went scale down to the 5 minute and well, just look for a setup there, right? So let me just go back onto it. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so we're back over onto the 5 minute chart. So here you guys can see we are breaking structure here to the upside. So we have gaps here, we have a gap right here, high probability zone. But what I'm looking for is that I'm looking for the zone to be untapped first, and I'm looking for liquidity in front of it. So here we have liquidity. You guys can see how price came here and rejected it and came and went all the way back up, right? So I'm looking for that. So price gave us that. Price then came back into the zone, beautiful rejection, just like this, right? I'm working on the entries, right? To practice getting better entries, but that will come in soon, right? Where again better entries and stuff. So here I believe this candle here is a E25, right? E25 candle here. I decided to enter on the flip of the candle, right? As when I enter on the flip of the candle, price then obviously gave us a doji stick candle before it actually went all the way up to my take profit, right? I don't know if I'm explaining it exactly, just so that you guys to understand where I'm coming from. But as I said before, if you want to properly understand this new strategy, you could go to any link in the description below to RD Concepts YouTube channel, and he has a bunch of videos there for you guys to follow along, right? So this is not the only trade that I took. So let me just go over and show you guys the next trade, and hopefully you guys could understand the strategy a little bit better now. So here on Monday as well, I decided to take a next trade. So I guess I was a bit happy that, you know, this strategy, because that was like my first ever trade doing it, right? Using this strategy in the market. So I guess I would have been like, wow, you know, the strategy actually working after one trade. So I decided to trade again, and guess what? Obviously I lost, because why? This setup here is not high probability, it is low. I took this trade because of how we had a gap here. Price then came in, failed to touch the zone, went back up again, came back in, and I saw this rejection here as a tap zone, and I decided to enter. Price then went up, I saw it in profit a little bit, and then I was targeting these gaps up here, right? And then price just reverse and came back down on me. So I was like, you know what, I should just probably step away from the market, and that's what I did. Came back the next day, and well, you guys would obviously see what happens next, right? So the strategy works. Is just you have to be disciplined as well. You can't just, you know, win a trade and then think you're gonna win the next trade if you're just not paying attention and doing anything, right? So let me just show you guys the other trades that I took. I believe this is Tuesday trade, right? Let's go. Okay, so basically this is Monday. Damn, I should have really stepped away from the market, but I think I just took this trade just to like see if I could make back the loss, but I was more focused this trade. You guys can see here, this is a way better zone. You guys can see strong momentum up. You guys can see we pushed back down, rejected here, went back up, pushed back down, rejected once again, pushed back up, and at this point I was just waiting to see if price can actually come back down into the zone during New York session, which it did. It had a beautiful rejection again, tap here, right, a little support area right there, but that is liquidity, right? Price then came back into the zone, beautiful rejection. I decided to enter when this candle closed, and the new candle was starting to form a bullish candle, which I did enter. I just switched off my phone and just went about my day. Came back and see I was up profit, and then next thing you know, take profit got hit, and that was it. Let me just make sure that is yes. And after that trade, that was it for the day. You guys can see, don't trade after these hours, right? Because that is when London and New York session, well, London session closed, right? Well, that's like late in the day too, so price doesn't really give any type of strong movement, right? So let me just show you guys Tuesday trade, which is the 27th. Okay, so on Tuesday I actually took a 30-minute trade. Here you guys can see we're on Euro USD. Oh my gosh, sorry, my bad about that. Okay, so you see we have a strong up movement right there. So right there is just a valid demand zone, right? Plus we are in an uptrend. You guys can see 200 EMA is actually below the zone, everything, right? So here I was just waiting for price to actually, this is a Monday zone, right? So price came back, didn't touch the zone, so the zone is on tap, right? Push back up. You guys can see we had multiple touches right there. That means like a bunch of liquidity has just formed right there, a lot of money, right? So now Tuesday I'm actually waiting for it to tap in the zone. You guys can see we actually breaking highs and stuff before we actually come back into the zone. That is what you're supposed to be looking for, right? This is when I'm actually now starting to grasp the strategy and understand it a little bit more. When you tend to understand stuff when you're doing it with other people, right? And it's fun, right? So I was in a Discord server with other people and we were taking this trade together, and I just understood the strategy a bit more, right? So we came on Tuesday now during New York session, we came back in beautiful rejection once again. I decided to wait until this candle here, the 10 o'clock candle, close, and waited for the next candle to form, right? So here you guys can see candle form, beautiful rejection. I decided to enter strongly as soon as I realized we were forming a bullish candle, and I decided to take it up all the way up to a 1 to 2. With this strategy you can actually take it up to a 1 to, I have seen already take it up to 1 to 9s, and other people using the strategy to take it up to 1 to 6 and stuff, right? Me, I want to wait until I properly understand the strategy to then start to take one to those crazy risk to rewards, right? Plus it's February, we didn't really get like proper setups for this strategy. I've been back testing it all the other months and stuff. It was just beautiful. So March we will definitely be seeing some crazy risk to rewards, right? So this is Tuesday trade, and believe That is the only trade I took on Tuesday. Right, yes, that is the only trade that I took on Tuesday. So now we're going over onto Wednesday trade, which is a loss. So I know I said I only made one loss with this strategy, but going through MetaTrader history, I've seen that I've made a second loss, but it's a tiny loss. I would screenshot it and put it up on the screen for you guys to see how small the loss is. It should pop up right on the screen somewhere around there, right? So let's just move over onto that chart. Okay, so on Wednesday now, the 28th, we actually took a trade on GJ supply. Let's just see, it is a counter trend trade because of how the EMA is below. So the that you could just watch and just tell by the trend. Well, tell the trend, sorry. So here we have a supply zone marked up. Guys, to see the same exact thing. Price came up, didn't tap into the zone. So now no liquidity has been formed right there. Rejected, came back down, started to break lows. Price eventually came back up during the New York session, showed a beautiful rejection. I decided to enter right there, and then price just reversed. I entered right here. Price reversed and went all the way up. Hit stop loss, and that was it, right? I just didn't bother to trade again for the entire day. So now that was a small loss, right? It would be on the screen for you guys to see. Now on Thursday trade was the biggest trade that I have take on for the entire week, right? Bring back the account up all the way back up to 10k. I believe it's 10k 70 something just now. It's on 10k 79, 10,079. Biggest trade. I was down, I believe, 9,500, and we just made back $500 profit today, right? So let's just move all the way over onto that trade. Done. Right, here's the trade, right? So trade London session, you guys, you can see we got a major push up right here. Price came to try to touch the zone, failed, rejected, and just went all the way up. We broke some highs right there. We're breaking structure. We came back down into the zone through in the New York session right here. Before I actually marked up this demand, I was actually looking at this supply right here. This supply right here. You guys can see liquidity right here, but price just failed to come back up into the zone, and well, price just went all the way down into the demand zone. Gave us a beautiful rejection. I waited until the 50-minute. This is where I'm starting to get better with my entries, right? So for flip entries, I'm actually waiting for a 50-minute candle to form, a 30-minute or a 1 hour, right? I'm not taking the 4-hour flip entries, right? Because you never know what could happen during the 4 hours, right? So yeah, we end up taking a flip entry over the 50-minute candle that just formed and just went carried all the way up to 1 to 2.31, which was a crazy trade. This trade brought back from the loss all the way up to in profit once again. So now we're going to continue still until we reach 10,800, and then we will try the phase 2, right? So this is the trades that I took this week, and yes, I'm done for the week. I don't trade on Fridays. I just recently started to trade on Wednesdays because I realized every time I trade on Wednesdays, I always keep winning. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it there, and then yeah. But I did live stream this trade, so if you guys were in the stream, then you guys would have seen me taking this trade, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and if you want to join a community just with traders, I have a Discord link in the description below, and it's, well, obviously it's for free, and you guys could go follow my Instagram, kidon.trades. And yes guys, have a wonderful day. Peace out.